Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Six Morning Show. I'm Tony T. On our show today, we're going to have picks from the NBA, college hoop, and they gave us a single from the NHL today. So we'll have those picks right here on the show. Also, at the end of the show, we'll have a parlay segment, maybe peripheral segments, where our cappers give out a parlay, or they can give out a player, team prop, or a pick in the future. They make the call on that segment, but we'll get to the plays, guys, here. Before we get to the picks, let's meet the cappers. We'll say hello to Rod. Rod, what's going on?
Yeah, not too much. Good job, Illinois. Nice big comeback. Thanks to that big 13-0 run late in the second half of that one yesterday. So Illinois got the win there. Definitely can't complain about yesterday. Nice 5-2 day on the board. So profitable day. Let's start the new week winning as well. New week, new goals, new money. Let's get to it. Smaller card, but hey, some nice, good games in college basketball. I like that hockey game. It should be a pretty good one. Looks like Ottawa's goalie's going to be back in that one. So definitely should be some good action and a lot of NBA. So let's get to it.
Let's get to it indeed. Let's say hello to Chris. Speaking of NBA, another big day in the NBA from Chris. Chris, what's happening?
Not much. I swept the NBA yesterday, all three, and then also got all three of my totals yesterday that I gave out on the show. So kind of 6-0 day there. But yeah, and definitely I didn't guess it, but Solo was absolutely correct. My Grizzlies dropped 132 on the Bucks, and we went 251. So yeah, really good day in the NBA yesterday.
Yep, it did look slow in the beginning. At halftime, I was, but then that fourth quarter, Memphis took it to another degree there with the big fourth there. So Solo, what's happening?
All right, what's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope everybody enjoyed the weekend. I think we did okay. I think we went 2-1 NBA, but I keep breaking even in college basketball. College basketball got my number right now, so I need to tap in and get on that this week. But let's get to the money.
Let's get to money indeed. Yeah, I had coming off a pretty good day yesterday, 3-0 here in hoops in college. Actually, 3-0 yesterday. I went light on the college. Boy, I hit my last 10 premiums in the NBA. So looking at it pretty good. So yeah, I've changed my endpoints here in my modeling. Man, I'm hitting hard right now. Really good there. So I'm really good, strong here. Looking forward to this NBA card as well. So let's get to it, guys. Just a reminder, we're going to give you our free picks, but if you want our best bets, head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. That's where you'll find our premium plays up there with a lot of our cappers up there on the site. You can see we're all doing very well up on the leaderboard. Solo doing great work, NBA. I'm up here as well. We got Rod. We got Chris Atkins, number one in the NBA. I'll just hit the NBA tab. You'll see that right there. Monster numbers in the NBA right here. You can see we got Solo in the NBA top. Look at this here, 11-0 NBA. I should have took 11, not 10. Someone said 10. I was 11 now. Wow. I've been on a monster run in this NBA right now. So, guys, get on board with our packages. Get signed up. You can see we document our plays, wins and losses there. You can see them all at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, let's get to the show, guys. Let's hit this NBA card as we'll knock them out here with the following games. We started off here with Hawks and Pistons. We see the Pistons here laying 4, total 235. Wizards and Hornets. We got the Hornets here laying 4, total 218. Rockets and the Knicks. The Knicks, 5.5. There's 6s out there, total 224.5. Let's take a peek here at this injury report as we're very, very early in the betting cycle. Remember, these are all subject to change. That's why you have to tune into the happy hour at 5 p.m. Eastern time to get the latest reports there. So with Rod here today, so we'll look at the reports now. We have Bogdanovich, Capella, Zeller out for Atlanta. Trae Young, probable. Jane Ivey with that broken leg, still going to be out for Detroit. Washington side, usual guys, Bagley, Bay. Now, Sarr is out for Washington. For the Charlotte side, no Ball, no Martin, no Okogie. Mitchik, who's been putting up some points here, as Miller has been out. He's questionable for Charlotte. On the Houston side, Houston Knicks, we've got Smith out, Van Fleet out, Sengun questionable there. On the Knicks side, no Dadiet, no Robinson. Hart and Anunoby here are questionable. So you're caught up on the injuries in this slate. Let's start with Rod.
Yeah, looking at Atlanta taking on Detroit. You look at that one, Detroit favored again. And they got the win yesterday against the Bulls. Got the nice win and cover in that one. But here in the back-to-back spot, this is a revenge spot for Atlanta. You look head-to-head between these two. Detroit's already won the two earlier meetings. The first one was a 122-121. And the last one, not too long ago, January 22nd, was 114-104, 10-point win for the Pistons in that one. I'm going to go the other way. I think if the Hawks get their revenge, you look how many times the Hawks have whooped up on Detroit before that. They had won, 7 straight. I think this is it's the double revenge spot. So give me the Atlanta Hawks plus the 4.5 in that matchup there. I think it comes down to who's got the ball last in that one. So I wouldn't mind an over as well. I think we get into the 240s like we've seen in the first meeting here in Detroit, where it was 122, 121. I think we get into the 240s there. And then the other one, Washington and Charlotte. Give me the under 218. It went ticked up. Last night I think it was 217.5, ticked up to 218. I still think that's way too many points for these slow-paced teams. I don't think it's a run and gun with Washington and Charlotte. I think it's the first to 100 wins that game. Give me the under 218 in that one.
Might be first to 90.
Yeah, it might be first to 90.
You might not have anyone make 100.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, 218
there with Rod. On over to Chris.
Yeah, definitely agree with that under. I mean, you look at the last 5 games, Washington's barely averaged 100 points, and Charlotte's barely averaged 104. So that total's low for a reason. Let's take it under there. Did the video. It's on the YouTube channel. I took Detroit. Just looking at Atlanta after 2 consecutive road games, they're still on the road. They're 2-5-1 against the spread. I get it's a revenge game, but I'd probably still lean Pistons there. It didn't make the premium. Houston Knicks, I'm going to take over. I mean, I think these guys get up and over that. So, yeah, I don't really have a side on those two, but I would take the over in that game.
There from Chris on over to Solo.
Yeah, Washington and Charlotte. I think this is going to be a nasty one. I was interested to see what LaMelo was going to do, but I don't really think it matters. I think points would be premium. I do agree with the under. But I'm also going to take a shot and take the Wizards on the money line. Hawks and Detroit, I think these teams get up and down. I'm going to take this total over 235. Houston and the Knicks, I don't like the way the Knicks are playing, but Houston seems to be banged up. So I think I'm going to hold off on this one, but I'm leaning towards Houston with the points.
There from Solo. I'll tell you what I think about these games. Rest advantage for the Hawks. I'll take them in this spot plus the points. They have been 12-9 the spread as a road underdog. Pistons, they get one at home, but they are 3-7 to the spread at home against losing teams, playing down in the competition over their past 5, just 45% shooting, not hitting their threes. I'll look at Atlanta here in the rest advantage spot. Wizards and Hornets, they're going to actually lay it with Charlotte in this spot. Charlotte at least has been the more competitive team against these non-pressure teams here. 7-1 of the spread at home against teams that force 13 or fewer turnovers. So these teams that don't pressure the ball then have been able to cover. It is Washington, right? You look at their past 7 road games, a minus 14.5 net rating, and Washington allowing 48% shooting, 38% from 3. At least Charlotte is showing some defense. At least they're defending the 3-point line here. So I'll look at the Hornets in this spot. I'll go over with Knicks and Rockets. This Houston team, their past 7 road games averaging 122 points per 100 possessions. New York in their past 4 home games, 125 points per 100 possessions. The Rockets, ever since they took a beating from the NBA crew on TNT, they did not want to call the Rockets a contender. Their shooting numbers are horrible. So guess what they've done? They've improved their shooting and their scoring. Because thank you to our man there from NBA crew for giving us some angles to bet on. Getting on Houston for not scoring. So I like the over in that spot here with New York and the Houston Rockets. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Six Morning Show as we get ready for the next series of games here. We've got next up the Kings and Timberwolves. We got Minnesota laying 4.5 and 5, total 222. We've got Bucks and Thunder 11.5 now, total 232.5. Spurs and Grizzlies 5. There's 4.5s out there, total 242, 241. That one's all over the place, guys. Let's take a look here at the injuries here in these games. For the Kings, just LaVine. Remember, LaVine is out because he was traded from Chicago. De'Aaron Fox is now a Chicago Bull. Right? Is that right? Oh, no, he's a Spur. He's a Spur now, right? Spur. That's right. He's a Spur now. That's right. You got to get it right. So it's a Spur now. Minnesota will be without DiVincenzo, Edwards, and Randall out for Minnesota. Reed and Edwards are questionable there for Minnesota, so keep an eye on that one. On the Milwaukee OKC game, we got Robbins out for Milwaukee. Portis questionable. On the OKC side, Holmgren and Mitchell are out. This is Jalen Williams with a Y, the good one. No, with an L. Jalen Williams, the forward, is out. That's questionable. Questionable. Jalen Williams questionable. Wallace questionable. Caruso is questionable there. So there you go. Jalen Williams here, the guard, the point forward, the good one. he's the one that's questionable. So we got you up to date on the injuries. Let's get started with Rod.
Yeah, the first one I like. Give me Sacramento plus the 4.5 there versus Minnesota. I don't think Ant-Man plays in that one at all. It says he's got an illness, so as Tony's alluded to many times, when you got an illness, we don't want you here. Go away. Go away. They just don't want you to bring that illness to the rest of the team. So I got to go with the Kings there plus the points in that matchup. And then the other one I like in this spot here is I like the under in the Spurs and Memphis. 240 was it 241? I think it was that 242. Come down to 241.5 in places. I think he got a lower scoring one. Memphis last night was in a track meet fest, and we know Memphis does like to play that style, but I think this is one of those games. Second half of back to back, it slows down, and 241.5 is just a touch too many. Give me the under Spurs and Memphis.
There from Rod on over to Chris.
I've got a video out on the Bucks and the Thunder. Last night I think it was at 9. That line's gone up. I'd rather have OKC at 9. The Bucks on the back end of a back-to-back here, but as that line goes up, I may watch that. Definitely not a premium there, but I still lay OKC after. I mean, the Bucks tried last night to take over or to try to get back and win against my Grizzlies, and that didn't happen. But I'd still take OKC there. I wish it was. I'd still probably lay about 9 instead of 11.5. Grizzlies has gone down from 6 to 4.5, so I'd take my Grizzlies at home. I know they're on the back end of a back-to-back, but we're 6-1 against the spread with no rest, so I still think we take care of the Spurs. And then, if Ant's not playing, I'm definitely leaning Sacramento. I wouldn't take the Timberwolves without Anthony Edwards. So,
yeah, from Chris on over to Solo.
Where we at? Sacramento and Minnesota. I think these teams struggle to score. I'm gonna take this total under 221. We got a lot of people out. A lot of questions. Just think this is a nasty game. I don't really think they get to it. I'm gonna take this total under. Milwaukee and OKC. That's just too many points. I'm going to take Milwaukee. Look like both the stars are playing. I know they're on a back-to-back. I'm sure OKC gets it done, but I'm also going to do a sprinkle. Just too much value for me. So Milwaukee plus 11 and a sprinkle on the money line with the Bucks. What's the last one? Oh, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm going over 242 Memphis, San Antonio.
And there from Solo. I'll tell you what I think about this. Yeah, I agree with you on the over here with Memphis and San Antonio. This is a San Antonio team that's really picked up their scoring because they went through a really tough run here before they went to Europe. The Grizzlies 9-5 to the over at home against losing teams. San Antonio against winning teams 7-3 the over on the road. And both teams have gone over in 4 of their past 5 games. You look at the Spurs averaging here 120 points a game over their past 5 games here. I'll look at that over as well here. And boy, Memphis just puts tons of points up at home. I got to look at that over in that one. I'm staying away. I like the OKC at 9, not at this number. Remember, we just saw Milwaukee with the rest disadvantage get pounded by Portland by 13. That's still in my memory. I don't trust Milwaukee in a back-to-back. I would lean more OKC, but you got a bad number with OKC now, so I would just not bet the game. That's just my opinion, because if you're again OKC 6-0 the spread at home against the East, 11-3 the spread at home against winning teams. They are going to have rest advantage here. And again, this is Bucks on a long road trip. What is this? This is their 6th game of a 7-game road trip, and 2 back-to-backs already in this road trip. That's pretty brutal there. And facing rest disadvantage in both back-to-back spots in this road trip. That's horrible. That's horrible there for Milwaukee. This is a horrible spot for the Bucks, man. 2 back-to-backs here in this trip.
And if you watch that 4th move, it looked like they gassed in the 4th last night Portland too. So against Portland, they look pretty gassed in that 4th.
I might suggest maybe looking second half bet with the OKC in that game. Maybe a second half bet because I think Milwaukee Milwaukee will be tanked. They'll be tanked in that game by the second half. So I would look second half there. Keep an eye. All depends on the number. I'm just telling you, if you're going to bet this game, look to play OKC in the second half is what I would recommend there, or even fourth quarter. Because we've seen those fourth quarters where teams get outscored by 19, 20 points. This could be one of those games where Milwaukee gets outscored by 15 to 20 in that fourth quarter. It would surprise me. There in this Sacramento team's another team on a long road trip here. What is this here? Let's see. The Kings have failed to cover 5 of 6 and they're closing out a 6-game road trip. They again, I can't look at Sacramento in this spot. I'd only look at Minnie here in this spot. Sacramento looked that game against OKC was just, they got it. They're looking for home court right now, so I could only look at Minnesota. And Minnesota's coming off one of the most embarrassing losses of their franchise, losing to Washington.
Everybody's out.
Yeah, I know.
No Edwards, no Randall. I mean, no Conley.
Randall's out. Randall's out. Let's see who we got here with this one here. We got questionables in here. Let's see who's out here. Edwards, Randall out. DiVincenzo out. Reed and Edwards are questionable. Let's see what Ant is. Ant here is questionable with illness. So again, he probably will be out depending on what it is here.
We got doubtful. Unlikely to play Monday. Doubtful. Unlikely to play Monday versus Sacramento.
Yeah. Even with their backups. Look at the line. It's telling you
that game is disgusting.
Gilbert, McDaniels. You got Conley in there against the team with dead legs and the Kings. I could only look at that one here with basically with the spot. This again, 6-game of a road trip. I could only look at Minnesota here at that spot.
Randall's going to miss future games. It says too. He's got a groin injury. It says he's missing not just one. He's going to miss future games. It says there. So
doesn't really move the line much because of the spot here. We see. Matter of fact, it opened 3. It went to 5. It went to 4.5. 5. So, it just tells you what they think about Sacramento on the betting market, right?
Right.
Yeah,
but look, Minnesota as a home favorite this year, as I pointed out in the chat, of 6 points or less. They're 0-10 ATS. This is an awful game. This is definitely 1-800-DGen bet of the day on this game. Woo. Yep.
That's a rough one there. It's just like I said, I don't want anything with Sacramento on this road trip closing out what they look like. You get some of these teams on these drag. Remember, we're getting close to the All-Star break also. We're still a couple of weeks away from it, though. All right, let's close out the NBA with the Final Four here. Pacers and Jazz. We got the Pacers 7 on the road, total 240. Pelicans and Nuggets. Nuggets 11, total 241. Suns and Trailblazers. They're going to do this again after Saturday. We got the Suns 5, total 229. Magic at Warriors. Warriors 3 here. Total 212.5. Let's take a look at the injuries here on this one in these games. Oop, hit the wrong button here. Let's hit the right one here. Okay, let's take a look here at these injuries here for these games. Pelicans and Nuggets. We got Ingram and Jones out. Hawkins and Thies are questionable for New Orleans there. So they got some guys in there tonight. For Denver, we got Watson out. Westbrook out for Denver. Kankar out there. So Westbrook, who said his career got revived by Jokic. So we'll see how that rolls tonight. Pacers and Jazz. Pacers just have Freeman out. So it looks like their main guys will be in for Indiana. For Utah, no Williams. Of course, Hood, Shafino, and Tucker coming over here in the trade. They're going to be out. Orlando, Golden State. Suggs questionable for Orlando. Green questionable. He's been upgraded to questionable for Golden State. Kuminga is out for Golden State. Phoenix here. Clean injury report. No thigh ball here for Portland. Williams is questionable. So it looks like Portland's going to have their guys in for this one. But keep an eye here on Golden State. People have been talking about all day about Golden State trading guys. So just keep your eye here on the Warriors. Maybe we're doing something with them. I don't know what the Lakers are going to do with the Warriors. I don't know. I've heard that rumor here over the course of a couple of days. Lakers aren't finished yet. Warriors are in the market for somebody. So we'll see what happens here with them. Just keep your eyes open there with that game. All right. So we got you set up here with these 4. Let's start with Rod.
Yeah, looking at these 4, I like the over between the Pacers and Utah. I don't think a whole lot of defense is going to be played on that one with that total of 240. I think we can get into the 250s. Give me the over Indiana and Utah. And then it's not broke, don't fix it. What has Portland covered? 8 straight games? and they 8 straight games, right? Yeah, exactly. So give me Portland plus 5. They just loving being at home. And guess what? They have this one, and they still have another game coming up before they head out on the road finally. So they're just definitely loving the home cooking. Give me Portland plus 5 in that matchup. And then I don't know, you can worry about Gold State all you want, but it's maybe the Magic might want to worry about what they're doing. But they've looked awful. Maybe they'll find some magic and get things back together. But until they do, I'll just take the Warriors there in that matchup. I just don't trust the Magic on the road. I don't trust the Magic at home. I'm waiting. All the guys are back, and you expected them a get right spot. Well, I've yet to see that get right spot. So maybe it's coming somewhere soon
at home.
But until it is, I'm not going to be trying to catch a falling knife trying to find it. So
we saw this team on the road in the playoffs. Look horrible in the playoffs on the road. Remember that,
right?
With all their guys, they couldn't do jack against Cleveland on the road last year in the playoffs.
So whoever the Warriors are trading, it'll be some bench guys. If any trades be made, I don't think it's going to be big star guys on that one.
Yeah.
We know the Warriors got some depth guys as well. So the Warriors in that one.
They're from Ron on over to Chris.
Look at that Orlando Golden State. I want to take the under. I mean, Orlando's against Western Conference is barely averaging 98 points. In their last 5, they're averaging barely 101. So I take the under in the Orlando one. I think they're just ready to get back home. New Orleans, Denver, I'm going to go another way. I'm going to go over that one. New Orleans, their last 5 games, they're giving up 126 points. Denver, over their last 5, is giving up 124. I think we get up and over that, no problem. Going to go back to Portland. I had them the other day as a premium. I don't today, but just take Portland there. Just giving me 5 points with them is good. And I'm going to probably stay away from that Indiana Jazz when the Pacers burned me the other day. So I'm good on that one.
Yeah, from Chris on over to Solo.
Oh, yeah, no worries, Chris. It's Indiana, Utah. Just take the over. These teams don't get up and down. Defense will not be played. It will be optional. This is easy money right here. Just take the over. New Orleans and Denver. The Pelicans have a lot of guys in. Sign me up with the Pelicans plus 11.5. I think they find a way to compete. I see Westbrook is out. I think Denver probably cruises to victory, but I think the Pelicans sneak in the back door. Obviously, I'm on Portland plus the 5. They're playing good ball right now. I understand Phoenix is healthy, but Portland, they kind of click and they rolling. Chauncey Billups, kind of lighting a little fire into these guys. They're playing to the end. So let's take Portland plus the 5. And Golden State and Orlando, this is a nasty game too. I would, if I had to, I would probably take Golden State minus the 3.
From Solo, tell you what I think about these games. Yeah, I like the over here in Denver and New Orleans. New Orleans has their guys that like to run. They like to run and put up points. And Denver will be a dance partner if you want to run. Nuggets against these bad defensive teams at home, 8-2 the over against these teams that allow 46% shooting or greater. So you play no defense, Denver will make you pay. Pels 6-4 the over at home against winning teams. Denver 15-7 the over at home. These teams are in pretty good shooting form here as well as we speak. I like the over in that spot. Pacers and Jazz. Well, when Jazz face an Eastern Conference team, you just take them to the spread. 6-2 the spread at home against these Eastern Conference teams. Most of these teams in the East are in flat ground. Now you're going into this high elevation. So I'll take the Jazz plus the 7 here. Look at Utah in their past 5 home games here. They are giving up some points here, but the Pacers here average just 109 points per 100 possessions over their past 2 road games. And the Pacers defense has not been good over their past 5, giving up 49% shooting, 38% for 3. So I'll look here at the Pacers. I'm going to take Golden State. I've been saying this with this Orlando team. They suck on the road. You just can't trust them. 2-8 to the spread on the road after a road loss. And Golden State are making the threes over their past 3 games. The get right spot for Orlando is when they get home. that's really what it is about them. Any time they're on the road, it's a get wrong, continue to be wrong spot with this Magic team. So I'll look at them. I got to take Portland again. I looked at Portland's roster the last 2 years and said, this is a pretty good roster. When are they going to get it together, right? When are they going to get together? And it is fine. Shaden Sharp and the guys. I like that draft pick. I like Scott. The Scoot is playing. They got a lot of scorers. Jeremy Grant and fellas out there. Ayton is kind of the one veteran amongst all these young guys, and they're getting it done. So I got to continue.
Yeah, that 3-guard rotation is legit.
Yeah.
Legit,
yeah, they've got some scorers.
Scoot, like you say, Scoot and what's his name? Going blank. Sharp and Anthony Simmons. They get to it.
Yep. Jeremy Grant. Remember, I liked him when he was with. Remember when Detroit went on that big cover streak? It was Grant and Company, and they traded him. So I was like, all right. So they're starting to get things together there with Portland. So I'll look at. I expect this. I don't know why it took so long, but of course they were hurt a little bit throughout the season. That was the injuries. I just don't trust the Suns' defense on the road. That's always the issue with them is you can't get that defense up to snuff away from home. So I'll look here at this Portland team that has covered 8 straight games here. And what's also, I don't want to make note here about the Portland's success. It's not all shooting. Look at their past 5 games, allowing 44% shooting, 29% from 3. So they're also playing some defense now. So Portland will be the play there. All right, let's continue. Yeah, Avija is another guy I forgot about. Wizards again giving away players. Former Wizard.
Yeah.
Danny, yep. Can't forget about him. He's
Kamara's another good one too. I watched that game the other night, and he just straight up blocked. KD went right up with him and blocked it right at the rim. So he's another good one they got as Kamara. So I don't know. They finally put it together, but
we'll see if it can last. I hope we can last.
Yeah, and the big kid from UConn, whatever his name is, he stick his arms up. He's a big body down there too. I can't remember his name though.
Yeah, that's
Klingon, whatever.
Klingon. Yeah, Klingon. He's got some game to him. Yeah, I saw him the other night too. You know, he's starting to develop into something. Like I said, there's a lot of young talent in Portland. That is it. I mean, if Chauncey loses his job, that's a destination for a coach out there you may consider, because that's to my opinion, with all that young talent, that's a good job. And somehow DeAndre Ayton's you're one guy, you're one veteran in there that's kind of keeping the ship together for them. It's interesting to see, because Ayton, remember, he was just he had some issues early on, but the team is starting to round together here. So there with and I don't think they're going to trade Ayton. I don't. That was a guy you thought they might have moved, right? And maybe the Lakers were eyeing Ayton, but I don't know. So if you're Portland, do you want to move Ayton?
I think they do want to move him, but I don't think we have enough for the return they're probably looking for. I think the Lakers probably can get something like Vucevic or what's my man with the Wizards, Valanciunas.
Yeah,
I don't think we can get a player of Ayton's caliber. Like maybe a tier lower than that.
Tier lower than that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, because the Lakers are shopping for a big man here, and it is. Let's see, we just had a trade right now. Zach Collins, Trey Jones, Kevin Werder, Bulls moving players here. This trade just came down right now with the Bulls. They're getting Bulls rebuilding pretty clear, acquiring Zach Collins, Trey Jones, Kevin Werder, and own first round. All right, we'll see what's going on here. There's something going on.
I think that Kevin Herter was a part of that De'Aaron Fox deal.
Was he? Okay.
He's in the Kings too. He's their other 3-pointer, because they got Keegan Murray that shoots threes for the Kings, and now you're taking Kevin Herter, who is Red Velvet, I think is what they call him, but he's a 3-point person too. So you're just taking that out of the Kings too. So
there you go.
Did the Spurs give up 6 draft picks for Fox? Did I read that right? Did they give up 3 first-rounders and 3 second-rounders?
I don't know. There's no way they could do. Fox is an expiring contract, right? There's no way they're going to do that.
I think they got a haul.
Yeah, they got a haul.
There was at least 2. I seen first-round picks and second-round picks that the Spurs gave up, like literally in that trade. I thought I read it right that it said Spurs gave up.
That's a lot.
If that's the case, I know someone who's going to be really mad that they gave up all those draft picks that they had stockpiled. Because they had a lot. Spurs had, like I said, they had all these draft picks. It was 3 first and 3 seconds. See, it was
that much.
I'm sure it was. I'm sure I read 3 first-round picks and 3 second-round picks just for Fox. I was like,
it is. Yeah,
that's absolutely what it is. They got Zach LaVine, City, Sissoko, 3 first rounds, 25 for Charlotte's 25 pick, San Antonio's 27 pick, and Minnesota's 31. So they're always going out to 2031 already for him. And then, second round picks to Chicago, Denver, and theirs.
Yeah, so low round picks.
6 for this guy.
Wow, we'll see how that rolls. Aaron Fox coming in there, so that's a lot, to give up there.
That's a lot to give up, right?
And I guess the word is Jimmy Butler declined to Golden State, so he's still out there. So I don't know where he's. Remember, he has a player option for $52 million next year. Player option $52 million. So you're going to have to take that on next year. Good luck. All right, we got you through the NBA. Let's get to the college.
Watch for Dallas.
Dallas could be doing something too, right?
That was just a trade to stop the Supermax deal. Look how much he loses because of that trade.
$100 million.
Jimmy.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, they made room for Jimmy. Yeah, we got this degenerate special.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, this is one of those 1-800 cards tonight in college hoops. I get you there. I get you there, Justin. There's no doubt about that. All right, we'll
right. Tread lightly,
guys. Get the snow tire. Get the snow tires. The extra chains on the tires today, guys. Here we go from college hoops. All right, and then we got some games tonight, so we're going to cover the games here starting at 6 Eastern, and we'll include the games at 5 Eastern. Okay, so the games starting at 6 Eastern, including the games, I always say that, including the games at 8 Eastern. Okay, so there you go for this block. We start with Rod.
And for me in this block, we're going to start with give me Bethune-Cookman by 10 plus. You look at Alabama A&M. It's just one of those spots that they don't play so well, this Alabama A&M team. I got it written down. There we go. You know what they've been as a road dog this season? 0-8 as a road dog has been Alabama A&M. So take Bethune-Cookman, lay the 7. I got them winning by 10 plus in that matchup. And then another one I'm looking at is I like Florida A&M here as a little home dog. Playing solid basketball, 12-5 ATS. I think the wrong team's favorite there in that one. Alabama State on the road. Definitely not where I want to be laying as a favorite. Wrong favorite there. Give me Florida A&M as a home dog in that matchup. And then you went all the way to 8, right?
8 Eastern, include 8. Yep.
Include 8 Eastern? Okay,
Yep.
There's one more.
Your Coppin and your Charleston and William and Mary.
Ooh. I'm like, give me Delaware State here at home. You look at Delaware State here at home. They're 6-1 at home. Morgan State on the road. They're still 0-4 on the road. Trying to bait you into here. Have 4. Nah, not enough. Give me a Delaware State in that matchup, and then Charleston and William and Mary. Look at that total at 165.5. Those teams don't play defense. Definitely up and down the court. We easily cruise into the 170s. Take the over. Charleston Southern and William and Mary. And then one more. No, that's in the late one. Stop there.
Stop it there. All right, on over to Chris.
Yeah, the only one I've got in this one, Virginia and Pitt. I'm gonna just lean to the over there. I don't really have a side on that one, but let's see here. Yeah, I mean, you look what these guys are doing in conference. 8-3 is Virginia, and Pittsburgh is 6-4 to the over. So just take the over in that one. That's all I got in that spot.
There from Chris on over to Solo.
Yeah, early call. We're gonna look at Incarnate Word
Word up.
versus McNeese State. I think McNeese bounces back in this one. I'm gonna lay it with McNeese State minus 17.
All right, so we look at this one. Give me the guys that sell internet. Give me North Carolina A&T in this one, plus the points. You look at this A&T here team. Really good offensive team. They make their threes. They defend very well in conference. Second in the conference in effective field goal defense. I know Norfolk State's a really, really good team in conference, but I think 10 is just a little bit too much. They don't make their threes, Norfolk, just 28% from the three-point line there. So I'll look at North Carolina A&T plus the points in that one. And let's see what else we've got. I like the under here with Charleston and William and Mary. We're looking at Charleston. Both teams defend very well in conference. They all have pretty good conference numbers offensively, but defensively, they've done a good job in conference defending. So I like the under in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony's Morning Show as we'll close out the college basketball card tonight with the games. Well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 games at 9 Eastern. We'll cover those 5. Start with Rod.
Yeah, I got 2 in this slot for you. One's a premium. Absolutely love that one. So scoop that one up on the premium side of things. One I'm looking at here is Alcorn State heading into Grambling State. And you look at Alcorn State, 13-6 against that number. Still a losing team. Grambling State's been playing some solid hoops, but the problem is they love to play down to their opponent. This year, definitely playing down to their opponent. 1-10 ATS this year when they face teams with losing records. So Alcorn State with a losing record, not so good. And then they get even worse when they face terrible teams that are getting outscored by 8+. So give me Alcorn State plus the 4 versus Grambling. I just don't trust Grambling there. And then the big revenge spot. Give me UAB. It's up to 2.5 now in spots. Why? Because they had a big lead against North Texas, and North Texas came roaring back and hit that late 3 to get the win.
Yes, sir.
This is a massive revenge spot for UAB. I'm going to lay the 2.5 points, and I think they cruise over North Texas. They had such a big lead. They're not going to give it up this time. Big revenge. Give me UAB there.
UAB there from Rod on over to Chris.
Yeah, look at this Iowa State-Kansas game. Either way you want to slice it there, you can take the +3 with Iowa State or you can lay the money line. I'm probably going to take money line Iowa State there. And then North Texas UAB, yeah, I'm taking UAB in that one.
There we go.
Come on.
Chris. Over to Solo.
Look, I just do SEC. Like I looked at these and, I did my best with them.
Oh, yeah, you know, Chris, we just talking, man. We just having some fun. But North Texas and UAB, I'm with North Texas. I understand they got down in the last game, but I like this North Texas team. I think they'll apply some pressure. I think they'll be able to keep it a little closer. I think they'll find a way to win this one on the money line. Iowa State and Kansas. I just think this is just a physical game. I'm gonna stay on board. I'm gonna take the under 144.5.
From Solo, or I'll tell you what I think about some of these games here. I'm going to take care of this Northern Colorado here, -1.5. Idaho State just horrible defensive team here in Big Sky, giving 47% shooting against. That's against the Big Sky. That's pretty bad there. Northern Colorado is tops in offensive efficiency in the Big Sky. They make their threes. They shoot 63% from 2-point distance. Last I checked, I don't think Idaho State is a monster home court advantage there. So I'll look at Northern Colorado here in that spot there. And give me Weber State at a pick 'em here at home. Their home splits are just too strong here for Weber State. I'll take them there based on their home splits. All right, we got you through the college basketball card. Well, we'll keep Solo. We just got one hockey game, so we'll go.
Yeah, you roll with it.
We'll roll with it here. We got Ottawa and Nashville. Here we got Nashville laying about $1.14, total 5.5. We got Rod with this single game here from hockey.
Yeah, for me in this one, it's easy. Take the under. I don't think a whole lot of goals are going to be scored in this matchup. You look at what Ottawa does on the road, they only average 2.3 goals a game on the road. And you look at what this Nashville team does, well, over their last how many games? Last 5 games, only averaging 2.4 goals a game. And versus the Eastern Conference, it goes to 2.1 goals a game. So it's the first whoever gets the 3 first wins this one. So take the under 5.5 in that matchup. We'll see Ullmark taking on Saros. Ullmark's back from his injury. The last time he played, he faced this Nashville team, got the win. It was a 3-1 win there. Take the under 5.5 in this one.
There from Rod. All right, we got you through the hockey card. Now it's time for our Parlay Purple segment where our cappers can give out parlays. They can give out clearing player props or games in the future, maybe a Super Bowl prop. We already have them in MLB. We had some already MLB player team totals already. Winning totals are what I said. Yeah, win projections there as well here. So let's get started with Rod.
And for me, we're going to go with give me the under in the Charlotte Hornets game. Give me under in Ottawa and Nashville, and then lay the 2.5 with the Warriors over the no magic.
No magic there from Rod. On over to Chris.
Yeah, give me the over in Houston Knicks. Take the Grizzlies to cover and take the points with Portland again.
From Chris, on over to Solo.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna take Washington and Charlotte under. Let's take Portland plus the 5. And let's take UVA Pittsburgh over 133.
From Solo, I'll give you mine here. I like Northern Colorado here, laying the 1.5 there. Also like the over in Spurs Grizzlies and like Portland as well, plus the points. All right, we got you our parlay segment. Let's see what the cappers have for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. Head into a big week of action. Remember, Super Bowl Sunday coming back on Sunday here. If you get that 7-day pass, that would be included with the Super Bowl pick. We'll see what Rod has for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. Rod put up impressive numbers here for the year, approaching 25 minutes of profit, just like they had a really good 2024 here on the site. 2025 monster numbers. Rod, what you got for sale over at Tony's Picks?
And for me, over at Tony's Picks today, I got my NHL sniper play of the day. We crushed it with the Panthers puck line yesterday. I also got my NBA drop a dime play, or a nice little run with it. So definitely, we crushed it with the Grizzlies. Big comeback in the 4th there. I'll take it. In that one with the drop a dime play, and then those are all included in my Money Monday triple, which gives you an NBA triple, an NHL sniper play, and my top rated play in the college basketball action. Absolutely love that play in college basketball. So definitely scoop up the Money Monday and start your week strong. We went 3-0 in college basketball yesterday, so let's continue with that. Join me. Better way to go, though, is to take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotional. Get aboard long term. That way you don't miss out on any of those late steam plays. If I find any of those late steam plays, especially in the NBA today, we might hear some late info plays where somebody trades or guys get moved. Last minute happens plenty of times in trade deadlines, and you definitely want to be aboard with those that late info. So definitely get aboard with some big week. Feel it. I'm excited. Big Super Bowl week. My favorite time of the year. You get college basketball, you get NBA. And then we know the Super Bowl's on the bound. So we'll hear lots of news about that going forward. Can't wait. Should be a good game.
Could be indeed, guys. Got board with Rod over at Tony'sPicks.com. You see the great results from Rod approaching 25 units of profit. So get on board. You can see all the one-day passes here. Remember, the one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit or the amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. Where you can also get long-term passes. Those aren't profit guarantee because Solo is such a big discount. And remember, our promo code TonyT at checkout will knock 15% off. You can see all numbers documented by Rod. Rod having a monster performance here over at Tony Swix. So go ahead and get signed up there. All right, let's take a look at what Chris has for sale over at Tony Swix. Chris, #1 unit producer in the NBA, documented over at TonySwix.com. Over 1,700 units of profit in the NBA. Chris, what you got for sale?
I've got 2 plays in the NBA today. Got a best bet and a premium, and then I got a best bet in college basketball. Wrapped it all up in a 3-pack for you guys. That's what you guys seem to like here lately. So yeah, I've got those. Definitely hop on something long term with me. Week would be good. You're gonna get all my plays for the week, and I will have a Super Bowl pick in today for Sunday. So yeah, hop on something long term, and you're gonna get that late steam like we've seen today. We've got some people that are questionable with injuries, illnesses. So I can update all those if the lines change for you. Definitely want to check that out. But make sure you use promo code TonyT, save you 15% off of all those packages, the day or the 3-pack. And yeah, just hop on something 2-for-1 capper as well. Everybody's on the leaderboard right now. Everybody's doing great. So let 2 people put money in your pocket makes a lot of sense. Yeah, just hop on something here. We're going to keep crushing the NBA, hopefully.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Chris Atkins over at TonySpix.com. You see the great results from Chris here for the year in NBA, over 1,700 units of profit. He's locked and loaded here for the card on Monday with 3 packs. We got some best bets up there, or the long-term pass. You guys make the choice. Whatever you do, use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save that 15% off. All right. Let's take a look here at what we got here with Solo for sale over at TonySpix.com. Solo's been hot here in the NBA as well. Solo, what you got for sale?
We kind of light today. I got 2 picks up right now. I'm gonna add one more. Add me a 3-pack. Make that available for everybody. Like you said, we started slow, but we picking up steam. Really seeing that NBA board. You know, got to pick our spots a little bit better in college basketball right now. I think we 1 or 2 units below 500 right there, but we'll get that back. So sign up with me, short term, long term. Pay me one of the good cappers. I'm ready to roll, baby. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. It's Solo. Look out for that 3-pack coming from Solo. Of course, we got the long-term passes up there, so get on board with Solo over at TonySpix.com and use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save that 15% off. Doing great work here in the NBA, so go ahead and get signed up. All right, there with Solo. Guys, I've got up on the board right now a best bet here from the NBA. I'm having a really good run right now in the NBA. You can also get on board with my long-term pass. Remember that 7-day pass will include my Super Bowl pick. Having a great year in the NFL this season, so get on board there. And, of course, that 7-day pass will include all of my premium plays here from NBA as well as college basketball and that NFL as well. Of course, there, the promo code TonyT at checkout knocks off that 15% off all multi-packages. We have the multi-package 2-for-1 capper promotion also available. Match me up with any of your favorite cappers or match them together on a 2-for-1 capper promotion. Great value here at TonySpix.com. All right, we got you through here. Our show here at TonySpix.com. Of course, we're with you here every day here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time with the 26 Morning Show. And, of course, Rob, we got our on-demand content up there on the channel as well. What you got up there, your plans for the week. And, of course, we can catch you here on the happy hour. Today's one of those days you want to tune in the happy hour because we got a lot of players up in the air today.
Yeah, definitely want to tune into the happy hour at 5 p.m. Eastern because we're definitely going to have lots of question marks on all the players in the NBA. It's just that time of year when the trade deadline rolls around. You know who's moving, when's going where, who's injured. So definitely tune into the happy hour. We'll get you all that information at 5 p.m. Eastern. And then only solo hockey up there today. So definitely you can go check out that archived video. And I'm sure I haven't looked at tomorrow's slate, but if there's only one hockey, that means there's at least a double-digit slate of hockey tomorrow. I haven't even had a chance to deep dive, but I'm sure it is. I think it's 13, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I'm trying to remember. I think it is 13 games tomorrow. So busy day on the slate. Be on the lookout for those 13 games going forward tomorrow. And then the rest of the week, you'll see. I'm going to have some college basketball plays going forward. So definitely some great games this week in college slate of things. So I'll watch out for that parlay. I think I've got 2 lined up this week for you guys. So definitely be on the lookout for that content.
You got it about that, Chris. And of course, Chris, what can we find or you over at Nick's YouTube channel and your plans for the week?
Today I got you guys 3 picks for our 3 videos for the NBA out there. And then, yeah, just continue to do NBA videos. And then as we get SEC basketball, I'll probably put out a video or 2 about those as well this week. So, yeah, just going to keep on pumping out the NBA videos.
There you go. Of course, so you pop in here on the Tony's Morning Show. We also catch you on the happy hour on occasions.
Yeah, so so you'll see me all week. Like you say, it'll probably be a busy day. NBA's kind of in a frenzy. Once that ball starts, it'll be a lot of things going on. So I'm sure we'll have some more information for you coming up later on this afternoon. Tap in with us at 5 p.m. on the happy hour, baby. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Happy hour, 5 p.m. Eastern time, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications. I got NBA and college hoops on the on-demand section as well. And if you ever miss a live show, guys, just go to our YouTube channel and click that live tab, and you'll be able to check out our replay. I should put our YouTube channel. I'll do that for the next show. I just remembered I could put the YouTube channel up there and show you guys what's going on up there as well. So I'll do that on the next show. But anyway, guys, live here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Rod's live at 5 p.m. Eastern time today here with the happy hour. Of course, you can always watch these shows on archive replays on our live tab if you missed the show. If you need help with the late plays, you can watch our shows here for the late plays there on the replay. All right, that's going to do it for the show. We're back tomorrow live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, so make sure you tune in then. Before you go, does anybody have anything to say before you go?
I'm good.
The rumor is the Saints are going to get Darnold as QB. That's the rumor mill rolling around. You're going to swap Carr for Darnold. They make about the same money. I think Darnold's around, 160 mil. Carr's about 150 mil. So that's the rumor mill going around. I heard about 14 hours ago or so that
I definitely think we cut Carr. Very familiar with Darnold, obviously from the USC days. Not a big fan. I think we could go in another direction.
So see how
I hope so, but that's the rumor mill that it's going. That it looks like you're going to
Daxon Dark is somebody out there. Keep an eye if I don't know where the Saints draft at, but it won't be very high. So we'll see if he's available. Kiffin quarterback. You want to ready for another one? We'll see how that rolls. Yeah, that is a rumor here. We'll see. LeBron to Golden State is a big rumor. That's the rumor out there that they're going to move another.
I hope so.
You hope so. Who do they get in return? Kuminga.
We'll take Kuminga and some picks.
Yeah.
Moving on, man. This is Luka's team.
Yeah, Luka's team now. Jeannie now has her bills paid for the next 10 years, so she's very happy with the straight. Luka will pay the bills.
Over here in LA is what's going to happen. Yeah.
Yeah. We see y'all tomorrow, though.
I'll see you guys. We'll let it roll. Going to wake up. Bye, guys. You guys make it a winning Monday. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony Six Morning Show.